Lots of things happened in this game. It ended up as a draw, not Sekhukhune and not Orlando Pirates, which is the result that I'm really not happy about. And my frustration when it comes to these things is always about the game in hands that we always had. Like, we always have the game in hands that we just usually calculate the points and say Orlando Pirates will win these two games in hand and then they will be on top of the league with so many points. And I think it's a false thing to talk about. And I mean, it's just so frustrating because when you look at all those things, the points that we usually drop, we never really drop points on teams that we were like, okay, we deserve to drop the point there. And not like I'm disrespecting Sekhukhune, but I mean, I knew Sekhukhune was going to be a tough match because we were playing away. And I think it's one of the things when you're looking at the beginning of the season, which is also a thing that I want to talk about. Because in this video, I want to talk about three things. I mean, one is going to be the break that we actually have, and that's combined with the history. And then two, it's our tactical decision to the match. And three, it's our player decision making. And the reason why I want to start with the history thing and the momentum that we had. Before we went to AFCON, Pirates was able to score goals, able to come with solutions to win games. And I mean, when you think about the fact that their last game was on the 6th of December, that's over 45 days they haven't played. And my biggest worry was, it looked like that's those guys that they just went home and relaxed. They didn't think that it was just the mid-season. They just went home and relaxed. They were not actually taking care of themselves. Because I mean, the energy wasn't there, which is always a thing I worry about when it comes to the international breaks. Because I mean, the international breaks, you will have like a good momentum, beating teams left and right, finding solutions to win the games, and then boom, international break. Now you have to go back and start to rebuild the momentum that you had. So I'm thinking maybe the break was too much for Pirates as usually, and also the game in hands. And I think when it comes to the game in hands, I understand the fact that the people that we need to play this game in hand with, they also have some games that they need to play. So usually it's look like Pirates are just sitting, not playing these games. But then if you look and think about it, those teams that you're supposed to play with are also playing their fixtures because they never had that step that we got when we're playing all these cup finals. So I think the dream of the quadruple still out there. It's not all end up like this. It's not going to be like a bad thing, these results, even though they affect us, because you're on level point with Sundowns, 29 points, which is kind of a good thing with one game in hand. Now I'm not even confident about it. But if I'm going to look at the confident side of things, I'll be like, okay, maybe we can come back with the new signings. Number two, the tactical decision that we made. I mean, I don't know what happened with the players. Makaula was the player that's in the middle of the park, looked like he really wants to play. I don't know what Tito was doing, and I think whatever Tito was trying to do wasn't really working out with Makgopa. And credit to Sekhukhune, they were able to shut down Makgopa because he usually win the first ball and then Tito will come in and collect those balls and just try to create chances for Pirates, because Pirates, they're a team that will create like 4 or 5 chances that's a clear, they have to take a shot. So I think it was one of those things when you think about it, because when you were looking at that kind of match, the way they were playing, Cardoso and Ndlovu, they were able to mark Makgopa very well, making sure that they don't give him a space also to able to run with the ball and able to pick those runs that are coming in deep behind the defender. So I think they've done like an incredible job. And I mean, that defense was really there because, I mean, I'm not going to blame them. When you look at the way that they were playing, they were actually sitting back, trying to wait for Pirates to make mistakes so that they can able to move the ball or hit them on the counter. Because at the end of the day, what I've noticed this season, SBC doesn't have a speed that usually has, but now teams have realized that. So what they do now, they always be like, okay, what if maybe we put a guy in there that is going to run him down so that at the end of the game, we can able to capitalize on the breaks that we're going to get, the counter-attacks. Because now they know that at the end of the day, when the clock maybe hits 75, Pirates will come at them trying to find that winning goal. So this is where they're going to capitalize. So you saw a lot of that in the match where they were trying to hit Pirates on the counter, but it wasn't working. So I think the tactical decision of not starting with most of the guys that went to the AFCON, I think it wasn't good. I mean, I was going to start one of the guys between Apolis and Mfokeng. And I mean, for one good reason. I've been looking at this tactical thing, and maybe that's why I'm not a coach, because I'm looking at the wrong things that maybe people others they don't see. Because I don't think Moremi is a great player starting the match. I think he doesn't have that. I think Moremi is kind of a bomb squad type of player coming in the 65 minutes where everybody's tired, and then what they're going to do, they're just going to run them down and make sure that they win all the balls. So when you look at all those things that are happening in terms of the decision making, I think I should have started the game with maybe Apolis. And I think I like the fact that Mofokeng is gaining more and more comfortability playing inside. And I think it's going to be dangerous, man. I think there is one of the things that's why you need to look at this season that maybe can help Orlando Pirates go into the Champions League next season is trying Mofokeng in that number 10 position more often, because I think he got the vision, he knows how to pass, he knows how to move with the ball. And I mean, the turns that he always gets in that position, he always get the ball and trying to turn. And today he showed that when he came in, he was like, all I just need to get that ball and try to find those balls behind the defense. And he tried so many well, and then credit to that Sekhukhune defense, they were on point, making sure that they defended everything. So I think that was one of the things that was happening in the game, the tactical decision of things that were not connecting, because our midfield, especially in the first half, were not really working together. If you actually look at the way, because it's a big game actually when you look at the way Makaula played. He was able to win all those balls, but Mbata wasn't really in his game trying to do those runs, pick up those passes, and they were just disconnected. I don't know what was happening, but they were just disconnected. So that was one of the things. And I think the other things that we don't try enough at Orlando Pirates, especially if you're playing with Moremi on the left, I think maybe we need to try to make Moremi play more as a natural winger than a guy that's trying to cut inside. Because I think it really doesn't work for him trying to cut inside while he's going to use the left foot, because also he doesn't have an angle to shoot, even though he's been scoring a lot of goals coming in inside like that. But I mean, you can do that so much for team to able actually to look at you and say, this is not the way we're going to lose the game. So I think at some point they need to tell him, you need to go to the byline and give those crosses in, and especially when Makgoba was still there, because I'm telling you, Makgoba can win the first ball and then those guys, they can come in and finish. So I think that's one of the things that maybe we should look at trying to win this league, because I mean, it's been a lot, man. It's been a lot. We need this league. We need to win it. And I think we need to put pressure on the guys, pressure on the coach. This thing of Orlando Pirates fans be like, nah, it's fine. Yeah, Sundowns is winning. No Sundowns is winning the league. We are winning this thing. So now, let me go to my third point. Player decision making. I mean, this has been my biggest mistake when it comes to our football. PSL is full of players that doesn't want to take themselves seriously. I mean, the tactical decision of just making sure that you play the ball the right way. I mean, the pole are always there at the training ground. Why don't players try the difficult circumstances that they could ever imagine to try and shoot while there is no serious game or no serious defense? But try those things. Try to be more technical when it comes to shooting the ball, understand the techniques of shooting the targets. And I mean, there were a lot of chances where Sibelebele was one of the guys that had all the chances to win the game for Orlando Pirates. But his problem is, every time he got the ball, he doesn't look up. He always just goes down, trying to dribble everyone. And then when he do pass or maybe make a cross, it's not a cross that is actually directed to someone. He always just a cross like, hey guys, I did my part here. The ball, I just send the ball to the box. Hey, whoever is there will try to fight for it. So I don't think he's that type of guy that is going to be like, okay, let me look up and pick the pass. And I think that's why I like Lebitso more playing on the end of right wing, because when Lebitso overlaps, you know you're going to get a pass that is coming in deep, or that is coming in towards the D-line of the box, or the pass that is picking up the runner that is running on the far side. So I think it's one of those things. And I think when you think about it, if you look at my previous video when I'm talking about Mabasa, these are the type of games that we actually need him. And I mean, we need him because he's the guy that knows how to finish. There were chances that we also got, but if Mabasa was there, we were going to finish those chances. And I mean, it's just frustrating the fact that some of the players that are actually playing football all their life, what they can do, they can't just working on their decision making. But I was in the box in the first half, he just shoot that ball over the bar, like it hits the target. That's all we want, bruh. That's all we want. We don't want to be level on point with Sundowns. We don't want Sundowns to put pressure on us. We're supposed to win this game so that we can be 2-point clear and then win our game in hand that is in hand as well, and then have like 5-point gap. Now, what do we want to have? 3-point gap if we win, and having a 3-point gap while we're chasing a league with Sundowns, it's playing a dangerous game. And I mean, at this moment in time, Sundowns especially when you look at them, especially when they were playing yesterday, they are not a team that actually has an identity of how to kill all the teams. Obviously, if you give them a chance to do so, they will kill you because they are still Sundowns. But I mean, Orlando Pirates, you need to make sure that we work on these things. We have new signings, man. The new signings, the coach spoke after the match that those new signings, they're going to work hard so that they're bringing them into the squad and starting these matches, because I think we're going to need more alternative trying to get these goals, because I did say in my previous video that goals is going to be a thing that we'll need if we are really trying to win this league, man. Yeah, not really happy with the results, but I'm looking forward to the next one against Mackenzie. I think that must be a must-win game. We need to win that to get all the 3 points. So share your thoughts about the game. What do you think going forward here down in the comment? And make sure that you subscribe so we can hit the 10,000 mark. And it will be really helpful for us in the channel to continue make this content. And then hit that like button, subscribe, or share with your friends and tell them there is a channel that's dedicated the content to Orlando Pirates reaction and all the news that we have here. I'll see you on the next one.